I'm here at Chateau Branaire Ducru in the St. Julien appellation. We're here today with Patrick Maroteaux to taste some wines, both the first wine, the Branaire Ducru, and to taste the second wine, the Duluc wine. I'm really looking forward to this because I've never tasted these wines before, so this will be a really interesting experience for me. So come along with me, we'll speak to Patrick. How are you? Thank you for inviting us today. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for coming to Branaire Ducru.
Well, it's the first time that we've met, and the first time I've been in this estate. What do you have lined up for us today?
Perhaps we can have an opportunity to taste 4 different wines.
We have the pleasure today of tasting the 2011 Branaire Ducru, which at this point is still in barrel, evolving slowly. We just discussed that it'll be bottled roughly next summer, and then released to the American markets, so you can find it in retail shops some point early on in 2014. 2011, so kind of like the 2006 was in the shadow of 2005. The 2011 is also in a shadow, but it's in a double shadow of 2009 and 2010. But that does not mean that it is not a great wine. This estate and most other estates in 2011 made it classically a wonderful wine, and we're going to have an opportunity to taste this today. The 2011 Branaire Ducru, the fourth growth.
And the color
has a gorgeous color, doesn't it?
The gorgeous color, and it's definitely the first impression is very interesting just by the color.
It almost has like a deep raspberry rim to it. It's a very, very vibrant color.
And you will be surprised by the purity of the fruit as well.
Oh, that's very, very fresh. Again, almost like a laser precision. It's very direct.
And I like the expression, the laser precision.
That's
so precise.
It is. You know, you put your nose in it, and you know, it's as if you have this narrow corridor or this narrow stream of fruit that just comes right to the nose. It's not big waves. It's very precise again, and it's wonderful, wonderful nose. Very, very impressive. You know, moderately chewy tannins, very fresh, acidic, as I said, very precise fruit. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. This is something that, you know, you could drink now. You know, you might argue it's early, but it has the freshness to it that would allow you to enjoy it if you want to enjoy it now and not be patient. You know, a lot of people, you know, would like to enjoy it.
I think the wine we normally should be quite accessible.
I agree.
But it's an interesting vintage because it's not a big vintage, and the crop was less as usual. And as I said before, our target is to have 45 hectoliters per hectare, but unfortunately, we didn't get the target for the 2011, because we had 36 hectoliters, and just because we had a very dry period from January to September, and we had 40% less raining as usual, and then we had very small berries, but it's because we have very small berries and a small crop that the wine is so concentrated. And when we measure that we call the high Petit, and that means the level of tannins, it's more or less the same level as for the 2009. And for sure, the structure is not exactly so creamy as for the 9 and the 10, but it's a very elegant structure.
I think the tannins here show more than the 2009. In 2009 was very rich and broad. The tannins were there, but they were absolutely perfectly balanced in there. I think in this you have a combination of very fresh, very precise fruit, but it's allowing the tannins to really come through and add some nice meaty chewiness to this. This is wonderful.
This is the 2005.
Beautiful deep color to a deep plum color.
Yeah, it's the evolution is a little bit more important after the 2009. We tasted for the second level and the 2011.
There's a very definite rich. This is rich on the nose. This is broader. You know, sweet. Lots of beautiful sort of dark and both black and red fruits coming out of this.
And we are just at the period and the way we move and from the primary fruit to the secondary fruit.
Yes. Yeah. But this is gorgeous. You know, maybe some charcoal, some meatiness, some deep fruit in this, some leather. This is gorgeous.
I'm sorry, I can't speak. And the taste is so long.
Oh my God. There's, you know something? Great deep fruit, nice tannic structure. There's some spice, you know, in this as well that you can taste. This is evolving beautifully. This has a very long future ahead of it, I believe.
And the wine is a little bit spicy, but at the
Yes.
same time, he has some notes of chocolate.
Yes.
Which is one of the main characteristics for Branaire Ducru.
Yeah. I was saying you need some chocolate.
And the nose as well has some notes of chocolate.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
But the 2005 should be very interesting in the next few years, and the potential is for a very long time. But it should be exactly the great vintage that we like to serve with the great cuisine, because it matches so naturally with the food.
Patrick, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming to Branaire Ducru.
Thank you for inviting us.
And it was a great pleasure for me to taste a few wines.
Good, we'll give you a chance to do some more tasting. And cheers to you. I wish you the best of luck for the 2012 harvest, as well as good health.
And we will try to do our best for the 2012. Do you know why? And because I will have 3 grandchildren in 2002, and I have to make my best.
There you